So recently on the channel, I was showing a Schultz headlock, which is kind of a choke. You can also use it to get position on someone. But I wanted to take you guys through a sequence. We just finished up some front headlock stuff at the gym, and there's a nice 3-choke sequence that involves an Anaconda, a Darce, and an Arm-in Guillotine that you can use. And so I'm going to show you guys the sequence. I'm not going to go super deep into the details on each specific one, but this will be more of a flow that maybe you can sort of keep in mind when you're playing with the position or using the position. And you can switch chokes depending on what the person's giving you. So I'll show you those chokes. As always, my lovely assistant, Mr. Adam Wilson, will be here to help me demonstrate. Let's get started.
All right, guys, so we've got the person into a turtle, and we're down here in a front headlock position. I'm going to have a knee down right now instead of being up on my toes like this, like I would normally be, just to kind of be easy on Adam's body, so I'm not just being heavy on him the whole time. So check it out. We're going to start with an Anaconda. We're going to switch to the guillotine, and then if the guillotine ends up sort of he rolls out of it, then we'll switch to the Darce. So check it out. We'll begin here. So we're in a front headlock position. We're going to begin by going on the outside here. So my grip is going to be a gable grip with the palm up. The palm up is going to be super important. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So you want to give them a Judy chop, or I don't know if it's a ninja chop, a Judy chop, or karate, the West Virginia ninja. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. But get in here and we're going to grab and get a gable grip, right? So it's important this is up. And we want our gable grip to be locked on the outside of the arm. So I don't want it to be in here. I want it to be against the tricep because I want to be able to pull that tricep off the ground. Now I'm going to do a gator roll. I'm going to tuck my head down, roll through, and pull the person over. And again, we looked at this before, kind of with the Schultz position. Now to finish, all we're going to do is slide up. We have to make sure we keep constant pressure. This is why it was important. If my hands were like this and I had to switch, I would lose the position because he's going to immediately push his elbow out, right? So I want to stay tight here, slide up, and get my bicep if I can. But if you guys are like me, if you've got shorter arms or thicker arms, sometimes I can't lock my bicep, but I can get here on this forearm here, like this, and that'll do the trick. Now you begin to walk your body towards the person, and you're going to contract your whole body, everything. I'm squeezing in with my whole entire body, not just my arms, okay? So that's the first one. So we could begin with that Schultz headlock, Anaconda, and then from there, if that's not working, maybe his arm's keeping his arm out here, or maybe I don't feel it, I'm going to switch my grip. So I'm going to go from the gable, I'm going to take my outside hand and switch, just going right over top of the knife hand. And what I want to do is I'm going to bring my grip back here, and I want to get this right in front of his neck here. So there's different types of guillotines, and the way that I'm going to finish this guillotine today is I'm going to have it right here pushing up into his neck. So like in a traditional like high elbow right there, I would be like that. But with this one, I'm going to pull it back here and pull it in just like that and really push into his neck. So from here, going from here, switching, pulling the grip back. So now my grip is right. You want to come get a look at this real quick. My thumb, right, is curling around. So I'm right there. And then I've got this hand going around and gripping just like that, okay? So from here. Now, to finish, I'm going to lift them up just a bit, take a big wide step, slide in, and I want to hook. Now check this out. Here's a couple details for you with the guillotine. Notice that I am on my hip. I'm not flat on my back. This leg is over top. His arm can be here. It can be on the outside. Doesn't matter at this point, but I want to be on my side here. When you're finishing this guillotine, I want to try to push his head closer down to his knees, and at the same time I'm going to be sort of pulling the grip here and pushing against his neck straight on. So I'm in position here, hooking, and then I'm going to drive, actually not drive, rather hook the back with the hamstring here, the leg, and I'm going to drive in, and I'm going to drive his head there, and then flex. If you look at it from this angle real quick, come in. So we got him in here in the position. The knee is connected here. This knee and heel, I'm trying to pinch them together. I'm driving his head down to his knees here, and then cutting in. This is opposed to sitting flat on my back and trying to extend. Now you could get to half guard, you could get to full guard with that position. It all works the same. If I got this leg here, just like this would be fine too, right? If we got here, it's fine, no problem, okay, same thing. But a lot of times for me if I'm in that front headlock position, it's tougher for me to get my leg all the way around over there where I can just slide my knee in position. Now let's say we go for that guillotine. and he rolls out, rolls over top here, boom, this happens a lot, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come up to my side. When I'm here, I'm gonna switch to like a partial chin strap. So I'm gonna continue to hold the knife hand, but I'm gonna take my hand and control his chin. This is just to basically to control his ability for his head to turn around. I don't want him to be able to move his head where I don't want it to go. So from here, I'm gonna control his head, come up here to the side. I'm stepping up, switching my head, and then punching the arm through. So as I'm doing this, I'm gonna push his head down and then try to clear my hand as deep as I can get it. Because again, I'm gonna have to grab the bicep again. And the Darce is even tougher for me than an Anaconda. So I'm gonna push through, grab, get the figure four. Now when you get the figure four, again, just like the Anaconda, you can grab your bicep or your forearm. When you finish, you can finish straight on, but my favorite finish that I learned from one of my old students, Chad, is to sit on my side here, and I can hook over top, flex and squeeze. I like that one better than me trying to just finish it on top. So that's the sequence. I like playing around with those. So coming back in, we'll just roll through them real fast. So we get in, we're in here, gable, gator roll, shooting for the Anaconda. Doesn't work. We switch back to the guillotine. He rolls through, boom, coming up here, punching through, figure four, and get the finish for the Darce. Guys, it's 3 chokes in 1 video for you. Just you can think about that the next time you're training. So if you use any of those, you all right, buddy? If you're using any of those, you can think about how you can chain those together. But that's a sequence that I like to mix around sometimes when I'm playing from a front headlock position or in a turtle. So give it a try. Hope it helps. I'm finished. Adam?
Adam.